What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. I want to show you today a quick way that you can change the way you do a lat pull down to get more out of the exercise, especially if you're one of the type that feels that your biceps fatigue much faster than your back when you're doing the exercise. We know that when we do a lat pull down, a lot of times it can become a bicep dominant movement, and it doesn't have to be. And I think one of the big issues is that we're not really utilizing the full stretch of the lats, and therefore can't get a strong enough contraction out of the lats. We know that in order to create the strongest contraction from a muscle, you want to precede it with a stretch. We can do that by changing the way we do the lat pull down. I talked about a few weeks ago how to stretch the lats out properly, and it's not just having our arms up and overhead. Yes, that will stretch our lats, but only in one plane. We want to make sure we get a rotational stretch in there. We want to make sure we get this frontal plane stretch, or sort of the side bending component in there. And we can do that by changing the way we sit at the machine. So instead of going up overhead, which I'll show you again right here, you can see that when I do a lat pull down, I do get a stretch on the lats there, and I come down and I get a contraction. I'm a little bit limited to how far back I can contract by the bar hitting my chest, okay? But we can change both of those things if we change our orientation in the machine. So if I come and I sit askew here, right, off to one side, instead of straddling the machine, now I sit off to one side, I let my left knee anchor into the pad right here. It'd be nice if I had just a single handle, but I'm just gonna use my one hand in the middle of this bar, just because it's easier for me to demonstrate at the moment. Now, what I can do is, I can actually get that side bend in here. Okay, just by shifting my hips towards you guys, I have the side bend component here of the lats, and I also have, of course, the overhead component, and I even have a little bit of a rotation component by rotating that way. Now, as I pull down, you can see that, first of all, I'll be able to get a stronger contraction because I've got, again, the muscle on full stretch. And when I get down to the bottom, I can also, by rotating back in the opposite direction, get a stronger contraction here on the lats and the bottom. So I've kind of addressed all of the issues at once. This hand can be right here to help stabilize. And you can see that the stretch on the lat here is pretty intense, and I can feel a much bigger movement here and contraction in my lats, and therefore over time we'll be able to build much better lats because of it. So remember, it's not necessarily the exercises you're doing. It could be the way you're doing the exercises, and even the way you position yourself to do the exercises that makes a big difference in the results that you see from them. And these are the kind of things that we spend a lot of time looking at and addressing when we train, because we want to make sure we can get the most out of every single ounce of our training and every single minute we spend in the gym, all right? So if you're looking for a program that allows you to get the most out of every single thing you do in the gym, I'd advise you to head to ATHLEAN-X.com and get one of our ATHLEAN-X training systems. And maybe you don't have access to a lat pull down machine where you are and you train at home. That's fine. We've got programs there as well that require absolutely no equipment at all. That would be Athlean Zero. So hopefully you found this helpful. Again, if you do have access, try it. Just make a little turn of your body into the machine, and you'll see much different results from the exercise itself. And with that said, I'll be back here again in just a few days. Make sure to leave the comments and thumbs up below. Let me know what you want to see. I will do my damnedest to bring these videos to you guys each and every week. All right, I'll talk to you again soon.